Now is a DBS check. So an example of where a DBS check is important is when you are hiring a new coach to work alongside you. It is important that you ensure all staff are checked and safe, as it is your responsibility to keep participants safe. As a participant, working alongside coaches with DBS is beneficial, as you can ensure that you'll be safe, the participant will be safe, and that a safe coach will allow them to progress efficiently and successfully. If a coach with no DBS coaches a participant, the participant may be at risk of abuse or harm. This will negatively impact performance as they may be scared, or if they're being harmed, this will stop them progressing as it may cause them to stop attending sessions out of fear, or the abuse that they may experience may have a negative impact on the performance, as it may have a negative it may be physically abuse. Coach being DBS checked also ensures the fact that they'll be professional, and if a coach is professional, then you're more likely to get the most out of their sessions, as they'll be safe and they'll be qualified, and they're more inclined to have a better coaching ethic and give better training sessions. Next is feedback. So giving clear and constructive feedback can help participants progress, as it can give them a clear focus point for their development and allow them to find specific areas which need improvement. However, good feedback is beneficial as well, as it can show participants areas where they have progressed. This can improve confidence and lead the participant to feel proud. Also, having positive feedback like praise can make participants want to carry on attending sessions, as they know they'll be getting better and will carry on progressing. This can increase their confidence. A lack of feedback will not help athletes progress, as they will not know where they need improvement, and they will also not know if they're doing anything correctly. This may lead to them focusing on improving the wrong aspects of their performance, stopping them progressing, as they will not be improving their weaknesses. Also, if they do not receive any praise, this can have a negative effect on their performance, as they won't know what they're doing right, and it can lead them to feel unconfident, as if they're doing nothing right, which will stop them wanting to do the sessions, as they will feel like they're not good enough. Goals. Setting goals can positively impact performance, as it gives clear aims and areas to progress. 2. It can also encourage participants to keep training and working hard. Goals also allow progress to be monitored, and they can help participants see where they're progressing and when they've reached their goals. Without goals, participants will not have any clear areas to aim for. This can cause them to not be aware of whether they're progressing or not. If you do not set goals, it is hard to work out what area of performance you need to work on, and a lack of goals can slow down progression, as it leads to a lack of motivation and enthusiasm. Also, they will not know what to aim for, so they might just not train, or because they think they're already perfect, or they may overtrain as they're trying to work on performing all aspects of their performance rather than focusing on the important ones which will be beneficial to them at the time. Next up is lab testing. So lab testing can help athletes clearly work out areas of their fitness which need improvement. They can be used to monitor and analyse performance and alterations in the body. They can help the athlete create goals, and then it can show improvements and progress if you do a lab test at one point and then go back in the future and do a lab test to see how your body has changed and how, like, you could maybe be have a better heart rate, so you've been working on your cardiovascular system. Um, Using lab testing can positively impact performance, as it can help athletes improve by the smallest margins possible, as it can help them reach a higher level of performance, and they can help performance by showing areas where fitness could possibly improve. However, due to the cost of lab-based testing, it is very hard to get hold of, and if you do not have lab-based testing, you may not be aware of areas that can help you improve, such as like small marginal error, like things where you can improve by milliseconds in running. But however, at a high performance level, that is extremely impossible, as that is the difference between winning and losing. It is also not necessary completely to have lab testing, because although it is useful at low levels and recreational levels and grassroots, it is not needed, because it will not be beneficial, because you will not need to find out those small margins where you can improve. It will be based on improving your overall performance. If your lab tests are done incorrectly, you may become fixated on improving on the wrong area, like you may not be aware. also, if your lab tests are correct, you become fixated on improving areas which are not required in your sport. So if you're a gymnast, you don't need to have amazing cardiovascular endurance, as your routine will only last 2 minutes. However, you may become fixated on this and only focus on improving that, which will improve your overall fitness. However, it's not exactly beneficial towards gymnastics. So maybe there's other areas of fitness you can improve on, like strength. This would also lead to no real progress being made due to the focus being in the wrong area. Next is video analysis. So video analysis is useful as it can be used to monitor progress and work out areas that need improvement. Doing this allows coaches to create better suited training plans to help maximise progress and help improve skills. It can also be helpful as it can be used to identify the exact reason why a skill may not be working properly. For example, if you video a round off back somersault, because it was not successful in training, if you slow the video down, you may be aware that the issue with the somersault is that the participant is not blocking hard enough. This allows you to then improve on this area, as the technology can show you exactly what is wrong with it. This would help improve on the technique on the skill and ensuring, in this example, that the participant learns to block. And you can then find drills and stuff to help with that. If a video analysis is not being used, you may struggle to find where the issue is in a skill. So in a skill like a tuck back, it's a very fast skill, so you may not see where it's going wrong exactly, as there's lots of factors that alter it. You will also, this will stop the progress of the athlete, as they'll need to relearn the skill from basics rather than just altering a slight thing which is stopping it from being successful. And you find that thing that's stopping it from being successful in the footage that's recorded through video analysis. If the video analysis is not used, the athlete may also struggle to understand what's wrong with the skill. To them, it may feel fine and seem fine, whereas if you can show them a video of them occurring, they may understand that they're not doing the skill correctly. Or a footballer, they may think they're in the right position and they move around lodge, but when you actually show a video analysis of where they do move in the pitch, they may become aware that they don't move around as much. They may be not in the wing enough. So if they do watch the skill though and watch it back, this can help them develop, as it will show them how to improve, and they may have a better understanding of why skills aren't working. So video analysis is very beneficial. Heart rate monitors. So they can be used to work out the intensity that a performer is working at. A heart rate monitor can be used to measure the intensity the athlete is working at over the course of a football match. It is useful as it allows a coach to monitor and analyse performance and any improvements that need to be made to the intensity levels that they're working at. So you can work out your intensity levels by what their heart rate is at throughout the activity. It can have a positive effect on the participant, as it can encourage them to work harder, and it can be used to create goals. It can also show the athlete where improvements need to be made, and however, it can have a negative effect, as heart rate monitors can be faulty or inaccurate, causing false data which may upset the participant, as the results are incorrect and they may not be able to improve them. It also can lead to an overfocus on aspects which are not vital, such as heart rate. If an athlete is only focused on keeping their heart rate at a certain level, their performance may decrease, as they're less focused on the sport, they're just focused on keeping that intensity up. Finally, it is sporting professionals. So first of all is a physiotherapist. So physiotherapists can help athletes overcome injuries by allowing them to get back into the sport and carry on progressing. Without a physiotherapist, recovery times would be much longer, as coaches are not trained to deal with the level of rehabilitation that physios are trained to deal with. Seeing a physiotherapist can also increase confidence when coming back from an injury, as you have clear exercises to help you overcome the injury. These exercises are important and valuable, as they can help specifically with improving the injured area, whereas the coaches work the whole body instead of just the area that's been injured, and they may not, if they do attempt to do that, they may not do it successfully and may lead to using it too much, which could cause further injury and leave the participant not participating, and this could lead to them regression again, because they're not getting in there and they're not doing the training. Without physiotherapists, athletes would not be able to reach full potential again after physiotherapy, as they would not have the support or quality of treatment needed to recover fully. Is a masseuse. So masseuse can help with improving athletes' performance, as it can help with injury prevention and recovery through soft tissue manipulation. It is important that as these treatments can help speed up athletes' recovery time, allowing them to get back to performing again. Seeing a sports masseuse can have a positive effect on an athlete's fitness, as it can allow them to get back to training sooner. This is good because also pre-match massage can help reduce the risk of injury, as they help to warm up muscles. This with alongside a with this, a sports masseuse would work alongside the coach to ensure that athletes are at a high level of fitness. Without a sports masseuse and receiving sports massage, they may not receive a good level of like soft tissue manipulation, so it could take longer for recovery, or they could become like they could have a knot in their shoulder and they could become unaware of it, and it could be causing them issues, and they may not get the treatment needed, or they may get the wrong treatment for it because it hasn't been spotted by a sports masseuse. It can also relieve tension and can leave the athletes feeling a lot better. This is a nutritionist. So a nutritionist can help a coach by supplying athletes with suitable diet plans and to help them stay as healthy as possible and provide optimum diet for the sport and position that the athlete plays. So if you are playing rugby, for example, and you need to be a bulky player, they could make sure you have a high protein diet, so you could be getting the right. So you could be eating lots of fish and meat and eggs to help you have protein, because that's most beneficial for muscle mass. This can help athletes at a high level improve, as nutritionists can help support them in ways coaches can't support the athletes and ensure the athletes are in the best nutritional health. Also, working alongside the coach, the nutritionist means the athlete will get a higher quality and more rounded training experience, as the nutritionist will help improve health and fitness in a way the coach cannot. At a high sporting level, it is important to have other professionals working alongside you, as such as a nutritionist. Without them, you would not be getting the high standard and well-rounded training program, and it can stop you from progressing and performing at the level of athletes who have a nutritionist will be reaching, as they will have a more well-rounded fitness program and better overall fitness. If a athlete does see a nutritionist that can help their overall fitness, this can put them in a better health position and allow them to performance to increase. It can also allow them to play the sport for longer. So in professional sport, retirement age is quite young. So if they're healthy and they're staying fit and healthy and having the right diet, that can help them train for a lot longer and progress longer and stay in pro sport much longer.